Enthuse about a specific topic, not realizing that most people listening will fail to understand it. That's a Geek Out. This is the show, the Geek Out Show.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Gil, Black Hole Comics, and we have the replacements for tonight. We got Christian, aka Ghost.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
And we have Heath ordering toys.
Howdy.
The replacements, y'all, the replacements. What's going on, fellas? Thank you for joining me tonight and coming when I sent out the bat signal, so to speak, you know, the SOS. I appreciate you guys bailing me out.
Yeah, thanks for having us on, man.
For sure. I think it's a busy enough week to where we have to make sure to record, and a lot of news. Let's go ahead and catch up with you guys and what you guys been up to this week. So let's go ahead and start off with Christian. What have you been up to, bro?
This week was nothing but pretty much the same as everybody else. Work, and then this weekend I went away with some in-laws to up to Oklahoma, up to Broken Bow, and so we stayed there for the weekend. We just got back today, so that was fun. We had a good time. Everybody ate and drank, and just had fun, just hung out.
That's what's up. That's not a bad week.
Yeah.
Especially eating and drinking.
Yeah.
Keith, what about you, bro?
Oh man, just a whole bunch of work and trying to keep up with the news and see what's going down. But I'm definitely envious. I love the Broken Bow area. It's about the most I get excited about for old Oklahoma.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, just beautiful up there.
Yeah.
Did you guys like rent a cabin, or did you actually do some camping?
Well, it's a cabin, but it was really a house because it's, it was like a 2-story house, and it was a lot of us. It's about 13 or 14 of us, so we had a big house, and so it was a nice house and stuff like that.
Awesome.
But, yeah.
Awesome. And I mean, I don't think I've been at any part of it that's not nice. It's good, clear water.
Yeah.
Texas podcast. I'm like, oh man, I'm missing out. I don't know how it is. So I wish I knew how it was. But also spooky season, so I had to, start it off right.
And then just right behind you's old Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm trying to block out most of it just so we don't get a copyright strike,
Yeah.
I mean, if you've seen it enough times, you can recognize it. But yeah, you're keeping it pretty hidden.
Yeah. Christian and Heath about to drop 20 off the bench. Yeah, definitely they are. I appreciate our starting lineup. That we get our first round of backups that we got there to replace our first rounds. Matt was able to come with me this morning. We did a podcast with Emil for the Road to Legions Con. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm sad I missed that, man. I was on the way back. We were packing up and getting ready to go, but I'm excited to hear the replay because I'm a big fan of Emil's work, man. He does a lot of great stuff. All those Marvel tributes and stuff, those are outstanding, man.
Yeah, he has 4 that he's going to reveal at Legions Con.
Oh,
he unfortunately already shipped them out and sent them off. So I can't remember who he said. He sent them to somebody to hold on to them to get ready for Legions Con. But he's all like, "Dude, I totally, show you guys a little sneak peek if I could." He showed off a cape for the D&D figure, the tribute figure that he did. So I guess if you know the lore, you would know who it is. For me, I'm like, it might be this character, but I'm not 100% sure. So check out the replay.
okay, yeah.
Heath, was that it?
Oh, I mean, a whole lot of nothing going on over here. I haven't had much time for anything besides work. But no, I think Friday evening, just catching up with PulseCon, and then Saturday we had soccer, and then trying to keep up with PulseCon as well, just seeing what was coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, dude, PulseCon. That's what I'm saying. So much news that came out from there. It's just like, holy shit, it's a lot to unpack. And honestly, I don't even have everything. I only have the stuff from Friday night. I don't even have the stuff from Saturday. So that's going to have to be a second part. And we would literally have to do a whole entire episode just to that. And since we haven't recorded for a while, I don't want to just do a Hasbro-centric episode, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry to the watchers. Y'all can hop off if you're looking for just Hasbro bullshit. It's not going to happen tonight. For me to jump into my week, was anything crazy or extraordinary as far as like work? Same old, right? The thing that stuck out to me this week was actually it involved my daughter at school. It's wild. It happened Wednesday, started. I got an email. Me and my wife got a lovely email from one of her teachers. I said lovely, right? My daughter had completed all of her homework assignment or classwork assignment, and she kind of got caught up looking at some anime characters, some anime characters that she simps for. So she was just, like looking up stuff that she shouldn't have looked up. It's kind of like when you're at work and you're on Amazon or Target or this or that. And so they can see your search history as well as they can see your screens at whatever you're looking at. So, I mean, it wasn't porn or anything like that, but it was like, like the fan art of like the guys like, and like you could kind of see like the beginning of their pecs or like some abs and shit like that, that type of shit. So it was funny because like I read it like, can you please talk to Leilani and tell her to stay on task? She shouldn't be looking at stuff regarding Levi Ackerman and Shao from Genshin Impact. I almost like immediately started cracking up at work because I was like, of course, my fucking daughter, of course. I was like, just like her dad, because like I think some of the girls from anime, they're attractive, they're the waifus, who doesn't like the bodacious babes. So I was cracking up. I was like, hey, apologize. And then like our daughter was telling us her teacher was actually being kind of rude about it. And like, so she was like just on her computer and like her teacher like snatched the laptop out of her hand. And I was like, whoa, like that's not cool. So we ended up like talking to the teacher a little bit about that. And like the teacher was like, but your daughter did. I was like, I understand that. It happens. She's a child. She's grown up. She's heading into that puberty area. She's curious, just how I'm pretty sure all of us were curious and try to look up things. So I was like, it's not that serious, but don't do that again. I just told her, I was like, don't get caught up and do it on a school device. If you're going to do it on your phone. Like everybody else. Come on. What the hell's wrong with you? So it was funny. It was funny as fuck to me. So yeah, that was like the highlight of the week, and it made me laugh like a lot. And then I joked around and be like, oh damn, everybody thinks that you're a perv. Like the other teachers are probably like, oh, she's a little pervert. Probably sharing the pictures that she was staring at. So it was pretty funny.
If that's what they've caught your daughter doing, I'm 100% positive there's at least a dozen boys that have been caught looking at worse.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'm just like, you know what? Like, I'm not that like worried about it. I'm like, I'm sure that if they were to see some of the boys' search history, that they would see a lot worse. Because I remember what I was looking at. That's all I gotta say. So I'm like, it is what it is. Anybody have any comic pickups and what they comic readings? Like, what are they reading or manga?
No.
Damn,
No comics here.
We're all failures. Huh?
Well, I was about to say, I've gotten a couple of things in, but no time to read them. And then for some reason, my oldest son has been on this kick for, what is it, Dog Boy or Dog Man? It's like a series of books that are like young readers. And we were looking at that, and just on the corner of my eye, there was a kaiju book or a manga. And I don't really read manga, but it was just a really cool design on it. So I grabbed that. I've got that sitting downstairs that I'm going to start working on that one.
That sounds
that's
cool.
all about. But it was just like a really cool design somewhere in kind of the Pacific Rim style artwork. But yeah.
I'm going to have to take a look at that.
purchase.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, you said kaiju.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for kaiju, so you guys know that.
Yeah, it just threw me off because it's not something you generally see at Walmart.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the crazy thing. I feel like a lot of these stores are starting to get mangas and shit like that, like Target.
Yeah, they got a lot
Not
of
that
the.
bad.
Yeah, they got.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying they have a lot of the Naruto and even the Demon Slayer. They had some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got a little bit.
And then it's also 20% off. I think I'm not sure if you guys have, but the 20% off. But ours all have like stickers for 20% off if you have like the Cartwheel app or whatever their thing is. Yeah, just like you type in your number and then it takes 20% off. And I was like, that's cool.
Yeah,
and it's like $8 and some change walking out.
Yeah,
because I just got I think Toilet Bound number 5 and number 6 last week for Leilani. She reads more. I should have her come over here and read. Talk about the stuff that she's been reading over me because her dad doesn't do it, definitely. So,
yeah.
We're going to go ahead and get into some news. Not a whole lot. We got a 1 out of 25 variant by Jason Fabok. I think it's Fabok. That's how you pronounce it. Fabok. So this is a beautiful cover. I like this cover. I would say that this is my second favorite cover out of the Spawn and Batman covers that have been revealed for their crossover coming up. That Francesco Mantina is still the number one to me. Francesco Mantina kills it each and every time, and just these two characters together, beautiful. Are you guys planning on picking it up or just pass?
I'll probably pass. I don't really collect the comics. I want to.
Damn it!
I can only afford a couple of things at a time. Unfortunately.
No worries, it's all good. What about you, Heath?
It's probably digital, just because it's space for me. If I get a chance, this is like a really cool cover, but yeah, it doesn't motivate me to want a physical copy of it. I'll definitely be checking the story out.
Okay. When it comes out, I'll definitely make sure to pick up that and read it and update everybody. This is crazy. Star Wars High Republic Quest of the Jedi has been delayed to February 8th of 2023. That's crazy because I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was supposed to come out November-ish. If I'm not mistaken, this is a Dark Horse one.
Yeah. I can't remember exactly when the original one was. I cannot remember a whole lot of information on it, but with this being a part of the Dark Horse, not coming out through Marvel, it doesn't really surprise me that this would be when it would be getting into the delayed. But I'm waiting on it. The High Republic has just been one of the best things to come out of Star Wars in the last couple of years, and I'm waiting on all of it to come out. So yeah, no big shocker for me, but also I'm into it, so it is what it is.
I'm just gonna impatiently try to wait for it. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering. This, me putting my speculation out there. Maybe something's going on with the Marvel. Not like they're having an issue, but just maybe that they're trying to add or coordinate some type of event, and that's why it's getting delayed. Possibly, like they want a certain part to be revealed on their end first before going over there, because they're still all technically in canon, even though Dark Horse is producing it, correct? Or am I wrong on that one?
From my understanding, and I could be remembering this wrong, it is all canon, even the Dark Horse stuff. It was really weird that Dark Horse is getting their hands on it because it's all underneath the Disney umbrella now. But yes, I believe you're correct. I believe it is canon. And yeah, there could be something they're ready to announce or that they are waiting to announce. But
gotcha. So, question: did you guys pick up any figures?
I got a couple things.
Take it away. You take it away.
All right. So I got the NECA Leonardo.
All right. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I picked that up not too long ago, about a week or so ago.
Nice. Have you taken it out yet?
No, I haven't checked it out. I'm planning to. Since it's being spooky season, it's that time. So, and I also have I forgot to get them, but I also bought the Neca Wolfman and the Frankenstein. But my wife has them in her display because she liked the cover so much. She was like, I just want to set them up there on my display, on my Halloween display, because she already displayed a shelf in there, and so
Nice.
so she put up the Wolfman and the Frankenstein. So I haven't taken those out. So I had those. And also picked up the 40th He-Man.
Ooh, nice. What do you think, man?
I like it. I think it needs a different head because his head's kind of funky.
It looks like they just took one of those 5.5 inch figureheads and just threw it on that like 6.75 inch body. It's like
his head's kind of weird.
Yeah, it just like it stands out.
And it has some weird shading on it. Like his cheeks are rosier for some reason. They're not rosy, but they have brown on them.
That's weird.
But and also picked up because I was looking through somewhere and somebody had mentioned that they had bought one of those Masterverse Battle Cats.
And he looks AZ. What's going on?
And he looks really good with those. So I bought one of those on Amazon when they were cheap. The Battle Cats.
$16 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Battle Cats, dude, it's very nice. It's a great looking figure.
Yeah.
It sucks that it wasn't really getting that line doesn't get a lot of love.
Yeah.
I understand it. The revelation.
Some of them are a little funky because you saw I took that shot of that Savage He-Man and his head is a little weird. Like I wish he had a little better head and stuff, but it is what it is. And I also have picked up I'm one of the cool people, and I picked up a Storm Shadow.
Nice. I have mine in my pile of loot over at BBTS.
Yeah. And also I got one more thing, and also picked up the Spirit as well.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah. So
native love. Dude, that looks like a beautiful figure.
Yeah, it really does, man. I was gonna open them this weekend. I just didn't get a chance, So, but yeah, that's what I picked up so far. I picked up other things, but they're somewhere. So, but yeah, a few things.
What about you, Heath? You get anything good?
No. I have not even been online looking at things here lately. But I did want to ask, because I've messed around, but I haven't actually gotten any of the human characters from the Masterverse line. Are they suffering from like the head being slightly downscaled to beef up the body? Could that be the thing that's going on? Makes it a little weird.
Yeah, that's what it kind of seems like a little bit. Yeah, I can see that.
Because the head is small for the body.
Yeah, because that Savage He-Man is, he's Hulk like style in the actual animated series. He's a giant, and from what I've seen, the figure isn't too far off from being like with the rest of the line. So I just not having experience with, like I said, the humanoid ones, or humanoid characters. I was just wondering if that was the case, but no, I'm loving the NECA Universal Monster Turtles. Those things are awesome.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I've been looking for the Mummy, and I need to pick up that Raphael as well.
Mm-hmm. Raphael, I think you can get them on GameStop right now for $25. If I'm not mistaken, on their website.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Got you, bro. Got you. I think, if I'm not mistaken, AZ is actually the one who told me about it. I think he had it in his stories or something like that. Something about GameStop sale.
Yeah.
You know how they always run sales and shit.
Yeah.
I think he had it. If you didn't, my bad, AZ, but I'm going to give you credit because you always be trying to hook up everybody in the community, and you definitely deserve a lot of credit. A lot more credit than what you get. One thing I got last week, but it was too far for me to show off, is another model kit, the Shield Liger model kit. So what's crazy about this one is, you guys, I don't know if you guys know about the history of Zoids. This is actually technically like the first Zoid series that came out. It's called Chaotic Century. And so it was the first one out in Japan, but it was actually the second one released over here in the States, which was hella funny. So like it never made sense. I never understood like what the hell was going on, because the one that I was introduced to first, that was the second series in Japan, was called New Century, and that's the one that came out first. So like, I watched all the New Century, and then like when they released Chaotic Century, I was like, this doesn't make sense because this is all ancient shit. Like it's basically like back in the day, like ancient times, and it never made sense to me. But if you watch it in the proper order, it's like, oh, okay, now it makes sense. No wonder. But I didn't know that until like fairly recently. I was like, I don't understand why it doesn't make sense, and like how it's not a linear story. I was like, this is
Yeah.
kind of ass backwards.
So is
Uh,
Zoids
No,
its
go ahead.
own property or is it part of something?
No, it was his own property. It was
Okay.
basically just like a wannabe Gundam type shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, dude, Dan Larson, Toy Galaxy, he put out a great video on the history of Zoids. They
Okay.
attempted to come over here by like several different names to the States, and like they were never really able to really break into over here until like the 90s.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
If you care to see it, if not, it's all good. But yeah, it's a cool series. The other thing, Jade hooked it up with the Null from the Null and Venom 2-pack.
Okay.
So all I wanted was the Null. I didn't really care for the Venom. The Venom's just a repaint of the movie Venom, which I already have. So I was all like, you know what? Just he didn't want it, so I was all like,
How's
I'll
that?
take that.
No, it looks pretty cool. It'd go with Myth of Legion, won't it?
Oh, it definitely could. It would tower over Mythic Legion too.
Yeah.
It's like a 8.5, almost 9-inch figure.
Oh.
Huge. I did a wash in his hair, and then also on his face to bring out some of the sculpt because it kind of gets lost and drowned out because it's too soft. Like
Yeah.
it's great sculpt, but it just gets drowned out due to like the lack of paint and all that stuff. But like if you just do a black wash like I did, oh, it emphasizes it and it kicks it up like a huge notch. Like fucking, it takes it from like a 8 to like a 10 out of 10 for sure. Games, yeah, AZ. GameStop's running crazy deals right now. That they are.
Oh yeah.
So the other thing, if you ain't got a lot of dough right now, I'm just saying, you guys can blame me, not blame me, whatever. I'm sorry, but they do the pay in 4 as well. So I mean, if you ain't got a lot of money right now, they do the pay in 4 for purchases $50 and above. You could do the pay in 4, so it's like $12-13 down right now. That counts as a fully paid, and they ship it to you, and then every 2 weeks you just pay that $13 until you get there, interest free over the course of 2 months. So I do
So
it every once in a while. I'm just saying.
yeah. So what's the deal? Because I keep hearing that GameStop is closing. So when are they gonna close?
I haven't heard that they're closing. I just know that they're closing up stores.
Oh really?
Kind of like how they did like a couple of years ago. They're closing up more
A
stores
bunch of stores.
that aren't performing as well. And
Yeah.
if anybody works at GameStop or knows somebody that works at GameStop, check in on them. Just ask them how they're doing because like I know that it is really tough over there. Like when I traded in my PS4 so they could buy it back, and I got like, I don't know, I think it was like 160 from them as cash. Dude, that whole entire process took like over an hour. But I was like super cool, super chill. I knew that that's what it was gonna take, or that's what was gonna happen. The manager, he was by himself, and it sucked. And he's all like, "We have no hours. We have nobody that wants to work. Corporate this, corporate that." I'm like, "Hey, I get it. I'm not tripping." I was like, "I won't be stressing. Go help everybody else. That's fine."
Yeah.
Hey, you said that was GameStop and not the company I work for?
Seems to be a lot of companies right now, bro.
Yeah.
People keep saying that GameStop is going to stop carrying figures.
Hmm.
Damn, that's crazy because they keep on putting out more and more new not really
And
exclusives, but pre-orders.
pre-orders, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know that mine constantly does the Pokemon ETVs and booster boxes too. Like they always are carrying Pokemon pre-orders.
Yeah,
Like
I
hella
mean,
stocked.
they keep up pretty much with Hasbro and have things releasing up for pre-orders as soon as like anytime that Hasbro does like an announcement and then drops later in the day. I
Yeah.
missed old Sergeant Slaughter on Pulse a couple months ago and got on GameStop and boom, it's in the cart.
We'll see what ends up happening. I guess we all got to play it by ear. Try to
Yeah.
support them if you can.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can. If not, support your local comic book shop. Support them first, and then if not, then support GameStop. It's pretty soon we're not going to have anywhere to buy video games, and you know how they buy them back and shit. So that's pretty dope. Oh, what the hell? I got a couple things that, for whatever reason, haven't downloaded properly. Starting lineup. I'm pretty sure a bunch of other places have covered it already. We have our starting lineup here. First 8 figures. Nothing wows me here. This is a $50 price point. So I've heard some people say that's crazy, overpriced, this, that. You gotta understand this, there's licensing, there's likeness, there's also branding as well, because I mean you have the Nike brand here, and Nike's not cheap. You also got multiple different shoes that you're paying for as well. There's a lot of pricing, a lot of things to factor, a lot of variables for this. For me, I'm good. I don't really need it. But I'm just saying it's an option if you want it. I don't think it's too crazily overpriced, but for about $20, $30 more, you could get a Mayfix. So that's up to you. You got to make that decision.
So is it only Nike that gave approval on their branding? Does Adidas have? Because I know some of them are endorsed by Adidas, or they wear Adidas too.
I think Nike gets the check and anything else gets the likeness, but they're not logo in it, because I only noticed the Nike logo on there, which I thought that was going to be held off. But I mean, the articulation on these look really interesting, because you're not seeing a thigh cut. You're seeing something going on off of that hip. It almost feels like it's like import style articulation.
Like it drops.
Yeah. But the likeness is there. These look good. I'm not the biggest NBA fan. I was hoping that this was going to be a combination of sports in that first wave and just kind of see things going forward. But I'm probably going to be holding off until we get more into the MLB. But these all look great for what they are.
I thought that's what we were going to get at first too. I thought we were going to get the first two, like top 2 players for NBA, top 2 for MLB, top 2 for NFL, and then like other random sports mixed in. That's what I thought. I did not think that we were going to get a fully all designated NBA line. But then again, I haven't been keeping up with the news on these figures as well. So I was just surprised. I was like, okay, they're all NBA. Okay, well, I was like, not really for me. And a lot of people, talking shit. Oh, no legacy characters. It kind of is, kind of not. I mean,
there's LeBron, 2 living legends in this lineup right now.
That's what I was going to say, dude. Yes. You got Steph Curry and we got LeBron. Both of them are modern day icons. They've been around for fucking close to 15 years now at this point apiece.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're kind of from that Jordan era, while Jordan was on the way out into now. So
the only thing it's really confused me, because I felt like there was like a tease to Kobe leading up to the reveal. I really felt like
remember if there was or not.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I felt like there was some sort of tease leading up to Kobe. But this is not a bad lineup. I mean, a lot of big teams are being represented here, and like you said, there's 2 potential Hall of Famers in this right now.
Yeah. For sure. I think it is going to be, at least depending on how sales do, which I don't know. Been seeing the community pretty divided, as it usually is, right? Maybe they might throw in a Kobe or a MJ next line.
But you might get they might get a different audience as well, though, because some of those dudes that collect nothing but sports memorabilia, like sneakers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They'll want to pick one up and stuff.
Yeah.
And this is nothing to them. $50 is nothing.
Yeah.
They spend.
Especially when people are dropping, like the sneakerheads, it's nothing because they drop all day, every day, $220 on some kicks.
Yep.
So that's a Tuesday afternoon for them, just like, or a Tuesday morning for them, just like, all right, cool. Or multiples, because they go and they flip them too. A salmon twitch from the most recent line announced by McFarlane. Sorry guys, I did not get a chance to rename and organize everything, so we're gonna be jumping all over the place. For me, I'm digging this. Pre-ordered it. I need this 2-pack salmon twitch. It was like $40, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 42. I'm all about it. I've seen some people complain about it's a specific like art interpretation. I'm just like, I feel like it's a generic enough look that it could count as any version of Sam and Twitch. And I'm sorry, when you see them, they're iconic enough to where you know who they are, regardless of looking like specific to one certain whatever storyline. Although they did change up here and there for Curse of Spawn, and this and that. There was like a little bit of a switch up. Can't remember the actual name. I can't remember the actual name of the company. I think it's down here, if I'm not mistaken. I can't fucking read that right now.
I was wondering what that was, and I kept seeing that pop up. I was like, "What the hell is that thing?"
Yeah, it's basically, long story short, Gundam, TMNT. There is like a specific design for each one, and like each one kind of looks like a specific Gundam as well, which is pretty fucking crazy.
Is it like a comic book series or a show?
Oh, no, it's just purely just a toy that's partially die-cast, partially plastic. It's about 9 and some odd inches, a little bit shorter than 10 inches. Retails $170.
Ooh.
That price has me priced out. If this was just like a model kit, I would totally get it, but this isn't just a kit. This is like a full-on die-cast figure already pre-assembled. Everything's already attached. If this was a kit, 60, 70, 80 bucks.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Even 90 bucks, I would be okay. 170 bucks, I can't do it.
It's a little steep.
Yeah, just a little bit. And then the fact that you have to get 4 to complete the team. Yeah, no, that's $1,000 right there. So can't do it. I'm good.
Well, and that's if they just stick to the turtles and they don't try to pull Shredder in there or Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh,
see, then you're spending easily over a G. Yeah, easily.
So, because what are those Rocksteady and Bebop's going to cost? Because they're going to be
bigger, so probably closer to 2 if they do that. I don't think there's any. I haven't seen anything on anybody else.
Yeah.
Only the turtles, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Which, I mean, that right there, if you just do that is an awesome enough concept. But, I mean, what do most action figure heroes need? They need somebody to fight.
That is true. That definitely is true, because like they can't just be on their own, right? I guess they kind of can, but I get what you're saying. You do want something to like be that accompanying piece, like to go along with them. So Cyberzoic released a Arctic Dragon prototype. So this is a fully painted up, fully posable dragon, and I think we showed off the all white out version like a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. No price point, and then we kind of don't even know the exact size either. I just know that it is like, it towers over a Legion. I think the Legion goes up to like the shoulder area, if I'm not mistaken. So this is probably like a 11 to 12 inch figure, like height wise, and then length is probably, I'd imagine, 18 inches roughly. Now, if I'm not if my best guess here, I'm thinking that this is going to be $150 to $200.
Oh, easily. Do you think that that's going to be like some sort of overlay on the tail so the tail articulates, or do you think it's just going to be a base, or what ports into the body?
Well, it looks like there's a cut here. It looks like there's going to be cuts for articulation. I don't know. Well, right here it looks like there's a cut. And I kind of think there's one here. I'm not 100% sure if that's a cut or a seam or what. It would be cool if there's an overlay and it allows bendy wire.
Yeah.
Or if they're just like the SH Monster Arts, I guess that would be fine. And just a bunch of cuts.
Yeah. It's hard for me to see in there. I can kind of see when you're pointing it out, but like when you look at the legs and the torso, it definitely seems like, okay, yeah, when you zoom in, it definitely feels like that one. But that body's articulated, so I'd be surprised if they don't try to get something in on the tail. That's really cool.
Sorry, for whatever reason, there we go. Now it's showing the zoom in. It was not showing the zoom in option earlier. That was so weird. Now it is. I don't know. Something's going on with my computer. I gotta like check over the settings. There we go.
Been looking at the anime girls.
That's what it is. That's what it is. No,
my father, my daughter.
The taskbar is locked, and I've tried like multiple times to unlock it, and it's blocking some shit at the very bottom of my screen. So that's what sucks. That's my excuse. Headless Horseman surprise drop of the Figura Obscura. Not sure if you guys copped this or not, but I definitely got 2 of them.
I got one.
You did?
I got the 2-pack. My first mythics, so I'm excited.
All right, awesome. Heath, what about you? Did you go in or no?
I absolutely love this design, but I've got to hold off and stay away from Mythics or Four Horsemen. I think the studio is fantastic in their designs, what they're able to accomplish, the colors, the soft goods. They are a fantastic company, and this is going to possibly be the drop of October. October 1st, this thing released. This is going to be the figure of this month, and I swear it will not surprise me if this is in a lot of people's top 3 figures of the year because it's beautiful. But
yeah, I could definitely see this like on my top 10 figures of the year for sure.
But I had multiple opportunities to jump in. I just had to control myself just because I just don't have enough space to really dive into these guys.
Kudos to you, man, because some people don't have self-control. So kudos to you.
I didn't when I saw this. Well, because I'm a big fan of the Sleepy, watching the Disney Sleepy Hollow, and then the Johnny Depp one was okay, and it's just the Headless Horseman is cool. So
I mean,
and it's not a bad price for a figure and a horse, man. And then it's in stock. It's gonna ship right away. So
yeah, we should have it. We should have it roughly within 2 weeks, roughly. For sure before Halloween we'll have it.
Yeah. So. And I mean, this story is. I mean, it's legendary. It's perfect Halloween time. There was the hint that went out, and I kind of made a joke about like possibly being Jack Skeleton, and then as soon as somebody said Headless Horseman, I'm like, that's it. That's it's gonna fit into this line.
Yeah.
Or the substitute of Mystic Legions was Figure Obscura.
Obscura. I'm kind of like surprised they didn't do something like, or I'm hoping they do something like Chupacabra or something like that. Something with like the
Some
Latin
people said
folklore. I would love if they did something like a Chupacabra or something else to go with the Latin culture, maybe even like Native American culture, just the different cultures, folklore, and legends and stuff like that, where it would fit in.
La Llorona.
That would be awesome. That would be great. Dude, I could only imagine what they would do with that shit.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Well, let's see. There's a little something called a MezcoCon, right? That went on. And then here goes the mascot of the whole entire Rumble Society, the Lugnut dude. So this is just a reveal. They showed it off. Who knows when it's actually going to go up for pre-order. All we do know, though, is since it's Rumble Society, you'll definitely have it before your Batman 89, that's for sure.
Yep.
Because
the Batman keeps getting knocked off the boats, just like Rumble Society coming over.
Just kidding.
It's hella funny, dude, because like I said that on their Twitter.
Yeah.
And for the newest reveal for the Union Gomez, my God, I was like, oh, okay, cool, another fucking Gomez before Batman 89, Mr. Freeze, Constantine, all these other fucking figures. And like, I know that they got big mad because like it had like 100 likes and like fucking 50 retweets. So I know that they got fucking mad at that shit. Won't be surprised, honestly, if it's
truth hurts,
like I got blocked. It does. This is pretty dope. We've seen it in the teaser for, who is it, Atticus Doom, the original one, Bartholomew. So this is another figure, 1/12 scale, that's going to be coming out. And this actually is kind of cool, very satanic. I'm not going to lie. It definitely does have my interest. I'm not going to lie. It does.
Yeah. I saw it and I liked it too, but my thing is that I have a little bit of pre-orders with Mezco, and I don't want to put in more. I know I'll get this pretty fast, but
yeah, because Rumble Society.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Chad?
Oh, is he in?
Yeah, I saw him pop up in the comments.
Yo, what's up, Chad? What's going on? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Chad?
just going over a bunch of different. I forgot to organize everything, so we're kind of jumping all over the place. So since we had the animated, what is that? What do they call that specific?
Shell shading.
Cell shaded, yeah. Now we're gonna get a cell shaded black suit Spider-Man and Carnage. Man, I talked a little bit of shit about the X-Men, although some of the sculpts are way superior on the cell shaded animated X-Men to the actual like regular release.
Mm-hmm.
I talked so much shit, and then when I seen this Spider-Man, I was like, damn, if they would have put this up for pre-order, I would have pre-ordered that shit. Because I pre-ordered the Venom, or I got the Venom from PulseCon last year. I was like, I knew eventually they would release a Spider-Man, which they put it up for Walmart on the blister card back, and then now they're going to do this 2-pack, and I'm hoping, and I'm pretty sure here, since it shows like a slipcase, it's going to open up, and it's going to be like Spider-Man jumping against Carnage. That's going to be pretty fucking sick to just have like displayed like that.
Oh, absolutely. So, if I didn't already have like that new Spider-Man book and that latest release of Carnage, which I think are pretty awesome figures from Hasbro, I would probably be in on this one, but I'm good. I love both the characters. I mean, Spider-Man is top 3 all-time Marvel favorite character from me.
Yeah. Is this one hasn't gone up for pre-order yet then?
No, not yet. They just showed it off, and they were saying that it's going to be available 2023 because 60th anniversary and all that stuff. They're going to focus a lot more on that stuff for 2023. This is something that got a lot of people's attention here, the 3-pack. Bullseye, Daredevil, and Elektra. So as far as I know, we haven't got a Marvel Legends Elektra like this. I know that we had the Toy Biz one, but not Marvel Legends. I might be wrong here with the white, but regardless, we've never gotten it with the double jointed elbows, so that's pretty dope. Newly updated buck for Daredevil here, which is pretty fucking sweet. This is a lot better. This is the retro carded Spider-Man, the more modern Spider-Man buck here being used, which is perfect, I feel like, for Daredevil. If I didn't recently just make one, I'd be all over this, but I'm like, I could kind of pass. And then this Bullseye, I honestly don't really care for him. I'm trying to like crack down and limit myself. I might pick one of these up. If I do, it'll just be for investment purposes later on, but it won't be for the personal collection by any means. So what about you guys?
That Elektra was in the fan vote for the female figures. Remember there was a bunch of like
yes, with the Silk.
Yeah, that one lost out to Silk, so it's funny that's getting released here with the double jointed elbow, so it's slightly different from what they had originally announced it as. I agree with you 100% on the Daredevil. It's great that it's coming on that body. And I'm actually a Bullseye fan, so I like this color suit on him. So this one's a little hard temp. Yeah.
So what's the price on this one? 80?
75.
75?
Is that what it was? That's not bad either.
Yeah. So you got free shipping coming out of Hasbro.
It's good.
Usually said $90. I'm surprised that they didn't. There goes a close up on the Bullseye, and we've had Bullseye on this body. The original release that was like more of just like the all navy, really dark blue with the white here. So it's nice that they're just changing it up ever so slightly with giving us the light blue torso. But the really nice thing, rather than it just being painted on the head, is actually sculpted in the head, the Bullseye. So that's pretty fucking sweet. It looks great. That head sculpt that they packed in like those years ago, it was already phenomenal. And they cranked it up from a 10 to a fucking 12. It looks great. Like if you don't have a Bullseye, this is the one to get.
I might have to get this pack.
Another close up on the Daredevil. Talking about cell shaded, dude, this Cyclops far superior to the one that they released a couple years ago. Can't remember which wave that was now at this point, but I know that it came.
Okay, so is this one actually shell shaded? I'm not seeing anything.
Yes, it is.
Okay, like
so down here you can see it ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Yeah.
But dude, start using
it looks really good though.
The double jointed. Oh my gosh. Of course,
Butterfly.
double jointed. The butterfly joints. And then they're using pinless tech, which is nice. That's great. Just, it looks beautiful. The other thing is that the harness is sculpted. Rather than just being a free floating piece, it is actually sculpt, like the sculpt is broken up, like right there at the torso, so it could ratchet back and forth. So that's a nice thing. So like it goes down, and then where it cuts, there's a separation rather than it just being one solid piece. And it's like, great, you could kind of fudge this with your comic display if you wanted to. I'm pretty sure there's a way to strip that cell shaded look.
Yeah.
Oh, most likely.
So that's pretty dope.
Best summer brother right there.
Talking about summer loving.
Mhm.
If you missed out on the triple pack, the TRU exclusive, this is a nice, it's kind of an upgrade too, by the way, because it's double jointed, which is nice. So it's rather than spending like the 220 that the triple pack goes for or whatever it is, I think it's like 200 and some change. Get this bad boy. What is it, like? I think $27.99 if I'm not mistaken, on a blister card back. Beautiful. You don't get all those different heads, but that is a really nice head sculpt, and the flame effect is pretty awesome as well. Yeah, for sure. So much to pre-order this weekend. That's for sure. Did you guys pre-order this one or not? Did you guys pass?
No, I didn't pre-order. I passed for now.
No worries.
I missed the pre-order on it, but like Dark Phoenix is probably going to be when I find it going up, because that's missing off my X-Men shelf.
This is one that I thought was pretty dope. So it's not only for X-Men, but also that Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Any of the fans of that Spiral. It is a beautiful fucking figure. Something that the fans have been asking for like 5 years now, maybe longer. On that vintage card back, I'm a sucker for it. We get some repackaged weapons, obviously, like the katanas, ninja katanas, the Angela sword, the Angela axe. But dude, this is fucking sweet. It is beautiful. It's great looking. I think there's another one of those pieces and just hold on to.
So they couldn't do that with that old what was that, Spider-Man?
The 6-armed?
Yeah.
Hey,
don't even get me started with
that one had to get trashed for them to be able to grow.
Dude, but like the crazy thing is, like, they released a regular 6-arm and then doppelganger. And it's like, really? You guys couldn't even give them a diaphragm joint? No, nothing. They could have found a way.
Yeah.
They could have definitely found a way, but they're trying to be cheap about it. Here we go. We got the I don't even know what particular suit this would be, but I know that it's like just the X-Men suit, the blue and yellow suit. I can't remember what storyline it was from. But yeah, like the team suit here, the blue and the yellow, they revealed this one, and they also revealed Storm as well, which is Storm. I can't remember if I got her or not in here. But she looks phenomenal. This is another one that they've been asking for since the Toy Biz days. Same as Spiral, Shit, Toy Biz days, then it's probably been like a decade that people have been asking for these figures to get updated. I do got to say, I'm kind of just ever so slightly let down by this, that we don't have the A on the belt buckle, but I guess I'm being nitpicky there, but it's a nice looking figure.
Well, not bad at all.
That's the only thing that I feel like is missing. Long shot. Okay. Oh, hold on. Here goes the other thing. How do you guys feel about the whole entire Hasbro thing? Do you feel like it's shady because, like, they offered up a new Mojo, Long Shot, Dazzler with that little mini Wolverine last year for Hasbro PulseCon, and they said, here, you want a Mojo, you want Long Shot. We've heard you guys. You guys have been wanting it. This is how you get it. Boom. And then surprise drop. There's a regular standard Mojo for $100 less.
So I think this is all the shipping delays screwing them, because from my understanding, I haven't been out there, but that Mojo is up on Amazon.
It's up on Amazon.
It's been found in Target. I think that thing I think the exclusive was supposed to already be out,
and it's not.
and then that one was supposed to roll out.
Yikes.
And so now it's hit, and then they have to reveal this, and it's like, well, because I mean, that Dazzler they put in there has been released a couple of times. So unless you're just really a diehard for that little knockoff Funko,
Yeah, there's no reason for it
you
at all.
just saved a bunch of money by these coming out first.
Yeah, 100%. Because you get that Mojo for $50, and then you get this long shot for 27.
Yeah.
That's still less than 8. Okay, with tax, maybe 80 and 82.
And you can probably, if you don't have that Dazzler, you can probably find her on eBay for like $12 plus shipping and handling.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And it's like, at that point, all you're really paying for is the packaging.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Multiple Man. The one thing I got to say that's very misleading with this figure. So this isn't the promo images that they showed from the stream, but but what they showed from the stream, it was a more vibrant green that looked more in line to what's on the card. Nice, bright, and vibrant. When they actually showed this in hand, it just looks like a hunter green, like a dark green. Not saying that it looks like shit. It's just I thought that it looked better with the vibrant green rather than this green that we're getting. I'm good though. I'll pass. If you want it, cool, but it's just not for me.
Yeah. I mean, the character doesn't do a whole lot for me, and this is, not one of the looks I'm, knowing from. Like, I'm kind of confused by this look.
For Multiple Man, yeah. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was like his first suit.
Okay.
My favorite interpretation is where he looks like a wannabe Gambit with the trench coat.
That's how I know him.
Here we go. We all knew that this was coming for the modular Iron Man. We all knew that we were going to get a repaint, and everybody said, how cool would it be if we get a modular Iron Man with the proton cannon? Well, they heard you, and you could get it $50. And I don't mind it. I think that's a pretty decent price, to be honest. The figures, all the figures now are like $27, so 30. You're paying $20 for the proton cannon. You also get an alternate head, or 2 alternate heads. Get 2 helmeted, and then you get one of the the mullet, the what you call business in the front, party in the back, and then the multiple hands, these blast effects. The one thing you get more like the classic head right here, and then this is more like from the animated series, which I'm more of a fan of this helmet. And the one that we already have in the gold and red is this helmet. And that was the one thing that I was saying when I got it. I was like, fuck, I wish it would have been more in line with the animated series. So this is definitely going to be my one that I'm going to get. The other one that I have, I'm just going to try to, sell it. Obviously, at a loss, it's good with me. I don't care. Or maybe I might customize it. I don't know. But this is going to be the one that I get. For sure.
So,
How do you guys
so that whole thing is 50?
Yes, sir. So you're going to get this on the vintage card, and then this is the proton cannon is actually going to come in a separate, smaller package. So it comes in a bigger box, which is going to have the vintage card, and then this proton cannon packed away, and with the effects as well.
Okay,
also,
this is. Oh, sorry. No, I'm just
sorry.
saying this one I'm with though. That's worth $50 to me, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And we have plenty of those hand blast effects like you're seeing on the proton cannon. What this one also has is a brand new chest effect. Like
yes,
that
both
one,
of these actually. Right?
Yes, but I was really impressed by like the one for the chest because like it's something Iron Man's done before in the past, but we're finally getting it in toy form. So I thought that was also a nice lad. This is out of all of the exclusives. Like when I saw the price on it, I was like, oh, okay, that's not bad. And then when you saw some of the prices of other things, it's like, man, that is the deal of Hasbro PostCon this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I felt like you would like for somebody to 3D print that, it's going to cost you more than $20.
Yes.
I feel like if anything, it'd be probably like $40 to have it shipped to you, painted at the very least.
Mm-hmm. And then it's gonna be like you need to find your own stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the other thing is that they're including a flight stand for it, which is okay, cool. And there's a way to definitely hide that in action figure shots. So that's going to be the cool thing. Something kind of up my alley, ever so slightly. The combination of Power Rangers and Street Fighter. More from Shattered Grid, the storyline where they introduced some Street Fighters. They got Ken here. Ken having some of the Red Ranger powers and the Dragon Shield as well. I wonder if we're going to get the Akuma and the Bison and the Guile. Waiting for those to get revealed. And then Cammy with some Green Ranger power here. So for hers, even in the game, it's not just here in plastic form. I've just never been a huge fan of the way that she looked because I don't like how it's two different tones, the blue and the green. But I do get it because Hasbro and Power Rangers, they don't want to show off the voluptuous, thick, strong legs.
Yeah.
Like they just don't do that. Street Fighter's cool with showing off the legs, and obviously they're not. And then like if you look at Street Fighter designs, like they literally have cheeks hanging out and jiggling. So
Yeah.
Where Hasbro's not willing to do that, Power Rangers not willing to do that. They had thick women playing like the Pink Ranger, and they always hid her butt because, believe me, she had a fatty. Shout out to Christy Ann, if you know, you know. Talking about Power Rangers, we got some more army builder villains, kind of like the putties. I can't remember for what season this is. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know. Geeky and Brian and all of them would know. We get to finally finish up the team from oh my god, I had the name and I just fucking forgot. Last season. Oh my god, it escaped me. I apologize, guys. But you finally get to finish up that main core 3 team. But they still haven't released the Silver Ranger from there. So there's the Red Ranger, the Blue Ranger, the Gold Ranger. I think Red and Blue was released like close to 2 years ago as well. And then I think that Gold Ranger was like part of Wave 1, if I'm not mistaken. So you're finally getting the Yellow Ranger to finish up the line like 2.5, 3 years later from the original Wave 1. From the most recent Dino Fury wave, you get the Green Ranger. This is pretty awesome, and I think I'm going to pick this up. I did pick up Dino Fury Red, and I think that's all they have out right now, or they might have a blue. I'm not 100% sure. Dino Fury Green, though, pretty awesome. She's a Green Ranger, and her suit originally came with like the little skirt piece, and she was like, "Fuck that! I'm not about that." She goes, "Girls can kick ass too," and she ripped off the skirt piece. I think that is pretty dope and pretty funny because she came out as the first lesbian Power Ranger.
Okay, so, yeah,
that was pretty dope. A milestone. Dino Thunder. Yes, Dino Thunder. The blue Stegosaurus Ranger. Too many dinos, I swear. Back to back. Like within like the 5 years, we've had 2 different dino seasons, or 7 years, we've had 2 different dino seasons. New Ranger that they're showing off here. Hia Toys, they're a 1/18 scale, 3 3/4 inch, doing GI Joes. They do a lot more than just GI Joe. They recently obtained it. Here goes their take on Storm Shadow. And dude, all this for $20, $22.
Oh,
you get this little stand. You get 2 different swords, 3 single arrows, the quiver, the bow. You get 2 different sets of hands, the hood accessory. Granted, you don't get the classic look, but I feel like even that is fucking. I feel
it
like
looks
it's
kind of
amazing,
dope
dude.
still.
I feel like it is a good take on Storm Shadow, dude. And for $20,
what's the
it is
scale
highly 3 3/4 inch.
Okay.
So this is a highly articulated. They're a overseas company. They've done Injustice figures. They've done Predator. They've done Alien. They released a storm, or I don't think the Snake Eyes is out, but they revealed like prototype images of it, kind of like this, the rendering, like a month ago or so. But yeah, their figures are $20. Dude, they're fucking amazing. Amazing articulation for $20.
Do you have any of them?
I do not, but I played with them over at Juan's over at CFA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm a fan because he has a couple of them. There's a couple of the Injustice figures. The cool thing is that they're pretty in line with scale because who do they have a Bane that's like close to 5 inches tall, and they also have a Red Hood. So it's like the Red Hood is like 3.34 exactly, and the Bane is like 5 inches tall. So it's like,
okay.
And the Bane is still only $25.
Yeah.
But now, like the aftermarket, because it's such a great figure, the aftermarket is crazy. I think it goes for like $60-$70.
Okay, because I heard of the company. I heard Haya for a while, and then I just never saw if they were any good or not. So
they're gonna attempt with the license from Godzilla versus King Kong. They're gonna attempt 6-inch. So I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that when they finally do 6-inch to have those in hand. So like they showed off the King Kong. I think I put it up like a couple months ago. It's slated to come out next year. I told Juan whenever he gets them to put one aside for me. I want that. Because just scale alone, it's taller than the Monster Arts. The Monster Arts is super small. It's less than 6 inches, dude. It bums me out. It was nicely articulated, but just way too tiny.
Well, yeah, that's what I saw. I wanted a lot of those Monster Arts, but I watch reviews and they're all kind of small for what they are. You want them to be kind of big, somewhat. They're
like a
small.
NECA.
Yeah,
like a NECA. I understand they're not the best in articulation, but it's a nice size figure, and then it's decently articulated. You want to have that heft, especially when it's like a monster, a kaiju.
Yeah.
We get a different version of Atticus Doom. Got a color variant here. I think it was like the astral form or spectral form. I can't remember 100%. But I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then if you see in the background right behind it is a Cthulhu.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. And I'd only imagine that you're actually going to get that included with like how they did the Baron Ben's, like the little bubble effect thing that they did.
Oh, yeah,
and the ninjas, how they did the smoke offense. So I'm pretty sure that Cthulhu thing is going to be like the same, just like a little plastic that you could light up from the back. So I thought that was pretty cool. Here goes Snake Eyes. you get their Rumble Society Death Adder. I think it's cool, man. It's cool, and the sooner that they get this done, they could get the actual Snake Eyes done. It's basically the same shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about that when I saw it. I just like happened to skim through and I saw all these reveals. So I didn't really take a good look at it. But now that you say that, I'm like, yeah, that's probably what Snake Eyes is gonna look like.
Oh shit! I guess Heath had to go. It's all good.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Heath ordering toys. And what did you order? Releases an episode like every Saturday or every Sunday, roughly. Kind of depends on
Saturday
on
or
day,
Sunday.
But definitely a good way to spend your
your Make sure you listen to all his crazy ramblings with Dio.
Yeah, that's for sure. Daddy McFarlane releasing some DC figures, man, in a 5-pack. Not bad. 5-pack for $100. That's up for pre-order right now. If you'd like, you get a Nightwing, Damian Wayne, Dick Grayson, Nightwing. Oh my God, I just said it. Damian Wayne, Robin, Jason Todd, Red Hood, Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, and then Bruce Wayne, Batman. You get the 5-pack. Kind of surprised they aren't doing a 6-pack here, and we're not getting Tim Drake, Red Hood. Red Hood, Red Robin. But not bad though. 5-pack.
Yeah, I saw
$20 a figure.
I saw a couple people say if you don't like, this is a good pack to get if you don't really have any of these figures. This is a good.
It's a good
5-pack. Yeah.
So, and then the effects and the accessories that it comes with isn't bad.
Yeah.
Kind of want to be Power Rangers too, if you think about it. Then we get our what is it? Universe 2. Universe 2 Green Lantern to complete your Starro, which is hella weird that they completed. They packed it in with all the Earth 2, Universe 2 figures.
Which Green Lantern is that one? Is it
from Earth 2.
what's his
'cause he-
name?
oh shit, I can't remember. I think it's Power Ring, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Because it's not Green Lantern, it's Power Ring. And believe it or not, Jessica Cruz, when she first got her power, it was from him.
Oh,
It
okay.
was his ring that she got first, before getting an actual DC Prime ring.
Yeah.
Robbie Reyes.
Oh no.
After certain people said, "Oh, there's no way you're getting the figure."
Mhm.
No, we're not going to do the head. We're not going to do the head. Certain people said that from the team on their social media. Surprise, surprise. They actually said, "Hey, we see you. You guys are definitely unbacking us and backing out. So we're going to give you what you want. A compromise. Here goes the head. Here goes the hoodie accessory. So you could kind of make the civilian. I mean, you can make the civilian one, but we aren't getting the two separate figures. How do you feel
Yeah.
about this, Christian?
I mean, it's fine. I mean, they shouldn't have. I've heard a bunch of different people already talk about this. It's been talked about a lot, but it's just that maybe they shouldn't have led with this being like to get to 9,000 backers, wasn't it? The first time, it wasn't a good lead off point, because just not. I mean, you're gonna get people like us that want more representation, and so we want these characters, but at the same time, like the thing was a little, for me, it's pricey. Like that 350 hurts a
350
lot.
is definitely pricey. Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. I love it. It looks cool as shit. I love the figure. I want a car like that, and it look cool. You put all the effects, everything. I like it, but it's priced out for me personally. If you want it, then that's fine. That's fine. You do what you want, but I like it, and like I said, they shouldn't have started probably with that figure because he's not well known from what I heard around the community. He's not a well known character. There's only like select people that know him and like him, and so maybe they should have led with a little something else. I don't know what, but
that's the crazy thing is like people say he's not well known. I feel like he's well known enough because he's been on the Avengers starting team for the past like 3-4 years now at this point, and like currently he's technically the strongest Ghost Rider that there is. It's just I feel like there's too many of those people that's like, that's not my Hulk, that's not my Spider-Man.
Well,
that's
yeah, that too.
Well, that's what it is. So it's like, this ain't my Ghost Rider. Okay, your Ghost Rider, we get it. It's the white boy. It's not the Mexicano. Just be honest. Just be honest. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's what it is. And I feel like it's kind of suffering because of that. It is a little steep in price, and I guess maybe because he's not the favorite Ghost Rider. I feel like he's the favorite amongst other fellow Latinos and people of color.
Yeah.
But just not who the majority is, and the majority, unfortunately, is the white man. So
yeah,
let's be honest here. Because like, not bashing on anybody at all, but like JC from Toy News International and Marvelous News, that guy, he said that he would happily pay for $350 for a Danny Ketch on his motorcycle that lit up, made sounds, and everything else. He's all like, I'm backing this because I back Legends, and he goes, but I don't really care about this character. But he'd happily pay. He said he would happily pay $350
for a
Danny
bike
Ketch for the motorcycle. Yeah, that's what he said.
I don't know. I'd pay $350 for a bike.
That's what I'm saying.
A bike's gonna be a little smaller than a car, so
yeah. So I'm just like, I mean, it is what it is, man. So I'm just like, so it's like because I want it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we're probably not going to get that. Probably the only thing that we're going to get later on from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, we're going to get this right here in a deluxe set, and that's probably about it. We're not going to get the car. I don't.
You don't think it's going to happen anymore?
I don't think it's going to happen, bro.
I mean, I want it. I mean, at first, like I
wasn't
hating on it or anything. It just was too much for me. But I was just like, man, that's a little pricey, And my whole thing is that there's a lot of things going on with a lot of things costing money, and then it's not some of the things are not worth the prices that they place on things. You know, just my personal things with them doing less packaging and then they up the price. That seems a little. It
Yeah,
seems a
because they
little
said
weird
they were
to
going to
me.
do less packaging to bring down the price.
Yeah.
So, just to let you know, it's currently sitting at 5,471 backers.
Still, because
What
it's been sitting there for a while, hasn't it?
it's
At
been sitting at
5,000.
5,400 and some change for like close to a week now at this point, man.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's anything that could be said or done that's going to change it. And it's
Well,
still
because
30 more days to get 3,500 and some change backers.
so that's
Maybe.
what they're waiting on to start talking about other things, or do you
Well, because
think
the
that?
thing is, it has to reach 12,000 just to get to Mephisto. And then they did the tease of after Mephisto is Goblin Queen because they showed off the little gem.
Okay, I didn't see that one. That.
Yeah, so so they showed off Mephisto, but then in a digital rendering of Mephisto, he was like this, and it had the gem. That gem is like the centerpiece that goes like in the bosom of Goblin Queen, which is a clone of Jean Grey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it's going to happen, especially since I
man.
think it would have to be 15,000 backers to unlock Goblin Queen. So, which
Yeah.
Goblin Queen, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about her. I would sell off that figure. I don't give a fuck about Mephisto. I would sell off that figure as well.
Well, that was the other thing that some people were trying to say, like, you know, if you want the car and the figure, you know, like the Ghost Rider figure, then you could probably get rid of the rest of the figures and probably
But
recoup your money back.
that's if they even unlock those.
Well, yeah, that's the thing too, though.
I
if
think
they
people
unlock
try
it.
to justify it, like, oh, you're getting 5 other figures, but it's like, but they shouldn't factor those figures into the price, and they shouldn't just
No.
assume that we're going to get those too. Because what if we get none?
Yeah.
Then you got a like $300 and something car, and like a $50 deluxe figure, if you want to call it that.
And so, how long till the end of this
days,
month?
29 days,
Okay.
and it's like it would need to get 35 backers a day, and not lose anybody.
Yeah.
To just get the base, just to get produced.
Yeah, that's sad. I mean, I didn't want it to fail at no, you know. I mean,
I'm sorry, I fucked up that math really bad right now. I'm tired, my bad. But yeah, it would need to get.
I wanted it. Yeah, I wanted it to go through, but I mean, it sucks if it doesn't for those people that wanted it, because you know it's sort of like the Rancor. You know, a lot. You know, there's a lot of people wanted that, and that didn't happen, and then
121 backers a day and not lose any.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah, a lot more than 35. I'm like, wait, no, that's a lot. I was like, no, that's wrong. We got Nightmare Spawn from McFarlane, and then Plague Spawn. Both of these definitely I'm gonna need. Yeah, I'm down for all the interpretations of Spawn. They're from like issues like 314, 315. I'm wondering if they're gonna do Monolith, who is another interpretation, another form of a Spawn. It was basically like this Spawn verse, like different forms of Spawn were on the Earth all at once. It was crazy. Everybody, like, I don't know, like 50 different versions of Spawn, different hosts and shit like that.
Yeah.
This is wave 3 of I can't remember the name, but the company that produced that Zeus.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
The third party Zeus with 5Ks sold it.
Yeah.
So the second wave was the Hades figure, which is still being produced. But they're already starting to do a prototype for Poseidon for wave 3. And I'm like, oh, this is pretty dope. Part of me wants to get it.
The Zeus
just to
should
fit with my God of War stuff.
Yeah, the Zeus shouldn't it already be released soon?
Yeah, so there's two different versions. So the first release already came out, but then they released like a limited version of version 2 that's all bloodied up. It's like a battle version. The Hades should be coming out pretty soon now. I hear good things about it. I don't hear that it's bad. So Tamashii Nations, they did a hint at another form of Frieza, as we all know. Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Final Form, which kind of bullshit because he has more forms after that, and there's also like another form in between as well. So they're hinting this is going to be the next one, the xenomorph looking Frieza. So that'll be interesting. I'm sure it'll be another P Bandai exclusive.
Yeah.
Do you collect these ones?
Dragon Ball? No. Dragon Ball. I mean, I know what Dragon Ball is. I just never I wasn't into Dragon Ball, but I'm kind of glad that I'm not, because every time I listen to everybody's podcast, it's like Dragon Ball has a ton of releases. I'm like, I don't know how you guys keep up with. I don't know how you guys keep up. And then it's like, to me, it seems like it's like the same figure, but it's like slightly upgraded in different colors. And so it's like, that's tough because you're like, I need that one to replace this one that's not as great as the one that's coming out. So
yeah, I just pick and choose, man, with the certain characters I like.
Yeah,
that's all I do.
I just feel sorry for the completist.
Yeah, they'll never be completed.
No.
No, because there's Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super. So
yeah,
got 4 different ones. So and then they do like video game exclusives and all this other shit. So I was like, you'll never be done, man. The Zord Ascension project for Power Rangers in Space Megazord, which is awesome looking. Here it goes in the battle mode. Here it is in spaceship mode. There we go. So that's pretty dope. I know people have been losing their shit for this, and they're like, "Oh my god, it looks amazing! I can't wait." For me personally, I could pass. I don't really need it. I'm good. But that's just me. It wasn't my favorite version of Power Rangers. It was great, just not my favorite interpretation of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm cool. I could pass. Let's go ahead and get into some animation and what we've been watching. So, what have you been watching?
So I've been watching Little Demon. I don't know if you guys heard of that. It's on Hulu. I think it's a FX show. It has Danny DeVito and his daughter Lucy, and it has dang, now I spaced out on her name from Parks and Rec.
Amy, no.
The one
Amy
with
Poehler?
No, the one with Chris Pratt. What was her?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She's hot.
I don't know why I spaced.
Aubrey
Plaza.
Yeah, Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, it's an animated show, and so they. But yeah, that one's pretty cool. It's pretty funny. I've been watching that. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on My Hero Academia. I'm on season 4, episode 70. I just finished the big fight with Goku and dang, now I can't remember his name.
Goku.
I mean, not Goku.
Because we were talking about
Deku and no, the guy. Well, that one was cool. I saw that one. That was in the other season. But the guy that wears like the plague mask, that he's coming out with the figure soon. Overhaul. Yeah, that big fight. Yeah, I just got done with that big fight, and that was pretty intense.
So just to let you know, after that, kind of falls off until
really?
The last 2 episodes. Yeah, it's a lot of
filler.
Yeah, because like I feel like they just wrapped up Overhaul a little bit too soon, and there was like more shit that they could have did.
Well, that's I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, but it just seemed because I just seen that they were releasing the figure, and so it's like, and I'm barely on season 4, and so I'm like, is he done or not, or
he's done. He's done.
Oh wow! So they released the figure kind of late.
Yeah, they did. They should have had it out like 2 years ago. He's cool, but it's like his group is still around without him.
Yeah, but yeah, that's where I'm at on that. So I've been trying to keep up on that a little bit. As far as anything else, I can't think of anything else that's really animated that I watched right now. But that's probably it, I think.
I'm trying to think. I finished Tokyo Revengers, and man, the season finale was insane. I don't know if do you watch Tokyo Revengers?
No, I've heard of it. I've been wanting to watch it. I just haven't had a chance.
You should check it out. It's pretty good. the way that it ends, it completely leaves it open for a season 2. And then if it doesn't get a second season, which I'm sure it will, it's kind of like one of those Sopranos endings where you can interpret it however you want, and it ends with a gunshot, and the
Oh,
screen goes to black.
okay.
So shit just starts really going like it starts off and it seems like perfect
Yeah.
for the main character because like he's like, oh, like I stopped this person from dying, this person died, but I did this to prevent this from that conflict, and he does a bunch of shit, a bunch of countermeasures, a bunch of stuff happens, and it seems all great, and then it goes really bad really fast to where he's handcuffed, tortured. One of his guys gets shot in the fucking head, and then he's on a chair, and then they have the gun up to him, and then it sounds like a door opens up, but you don't know who's coming through the door, and then a gunshot, and everything goes black, and it's like, holy fuck! It just leaves you like, what the fuck? What happened? What happened?
Yeah.
Like, so many things were going wrong at the same time. So it's just like, holy shit. So that was a great ending. I feel like, and just I'm really hoping that they get a season 2. I started season 6 today of My Hero Academia. It dropped last night.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
It's a lot of setup. It's a lot of setup, and honestly, not much happens other than my waifu Mirko, the bunny hero.
Mhm.
She goes ham and kills some Nomus, which is pretty fucking dope. And she does her little ability where she gets like buff and shit like that, where like everything gets bigger and thicker, so to speak. So I was just like, yeah. I'm trying to think. Other than that, I think that was about the only anime I've been watching. Overlord. Been watching Overlord, which what is it, season 4? And what's crazy is like on the opening credits, I was like, what the fuck? They showed like an armor which I thought was his, but it's similar to one of the armors that he has, but it's actually like remote controlled, which is crazy, by a dragon. This
What?
ancient dragon is controlling like a humanoid armor, which is fucking insane. And he can do low level spells, but he doesn't have to touch, but he like telekinetic or some telekinesis. He controls 4 weapons. It's a lance, a hammer, a battle axe, and a sword. It's fucking insane. And he has a really high attack. And then Ainz, the main character, he's kind of getting his ass whooped a little bit, and you think, holy fuck, he finally met his match. But it was technically a clone impersonating him that only has like 1/10 of his power.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh shit. And then there's this other dude who has like this Gundam type armor, which is crazy as hell. It's very fucking Gundam because he has like a gun that he's like shooting out like a rifle, and it like zips around and all. So it was a crazy. It's not even a season finale. It's like the second or third to last episode, and basically just a bunch of different kingdoms, bunch of different villages. They're all trying to team up to take out Ainz because like how much of impact that he's making on the whole entire world by him trying to just become his own sovereign nation. Like he doesn't want to be part of anybody's kingdom. He just wants to be a kingdom of his own. But it's like rubbing everybody the wrong way because they all want him to like bend the knee to them.
Yeah.
And he's all like, "Fuck you guys! You guys need to bend the knee to me because I'm the strongest motherfucker around," type of thing.
Yeah.
So like, it's like, oh, there might be somebody that's able to like, give him a run for his money, but we don't know yet. So it's interesting. I don't know if you watched that or
where
not.
did they show that one on?
So they have the first season on Hulu, but if you want current, is Crunchyroll.
Okay.
So Crunchyroll, they have up to episode 11. But I guess like over in Japan, today they aired episode 13, which is the last episode. So there's 2 more episodes, which episode 12 is coming out this week for Crunchyroll, and then next week, episode 13. Hi, how can I help you? My wife she's watching the Hocus Pocus behind me. It's so funny. But yeah, that's all I've been watching. Let's go ahead and get into some news. There's a little bit of news, not a whole lot to be honest. Just because all the new fall anime is about to start popping off and everything like that. So Jujutsu Kaisen, it's not coming out till next year. So it's going to be one of the spring 2023 animes coming out. And Mappa, they're currently working on the animation. Do you watch this anime, Christian?
I started it and I still need to finish it. I still really need to finish it because then I want to see the movie after that.
You could actually watch the movie before.
Oh, really?
Because the movie technically sets this up because it takes place before.
Okay.
About 2 years before, or like 15 months, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that.
Lot.
Okay. Then I'll have to check out the movie and then finish up the anime.
Yeah. So yeah, this is just like part of the new key images. I forgot to upload the other one. There was actually a reverse with the villains that they're like meeting against each other in the same subway car, which is pretty funny. Here goes some info on season 3 of Demon Slayer. So
yeah,
Tanjiro Swordsmith Hataro, Tanjiro Swordsmith didn't send any sword for Tanjiro while he was recovering from his damage that he sustained from the last season. So he has to go to the Swordsmith village in person. Zenitsu and Inosuke have gone on a mission separately, and that's why they are not in season 3. So damn, that's sad. I'm gonna shed a tear. No Inosuke, no Zenitsu in season 3.
That's gonna make some people upset because Inosuke is a lot of people's favorite.
Inosuke is definitely like a fan favorite, like 100% he is. And then I guess like the one thing that's kind of like up in arms right now and was kind of delaying things is, so in the manga there's kind of a risque scene showing off stuff that was like hidden. I don't see. I don't get it nowadays because other animes did this. They did transformation scenes, or they did showed off girls naked, but technically everything was covered, right? There would be like mist or a towel or something covering it. Adults have petitioned here in the US to get things like certain scenes removed.
Of course.
And I guess that's what's starting things to get removed from animation, because there's a scene with the Hashira Mitsuri. I don't know if you know who she is. She's the one with the pink and green.
Yeah.
Here, with the really big eyes. There's a scene where she's showering at like a sauna thing, and like everything's obviously covered, but you know how Karens are going to Karen and just my little kid shouldn't be seeing that. Well, why the fuck are you letting your little kid see that? That's...
yeah, it's not a kid friendly show, or you need to explain to them, like these things. In fact, you were talking about that, and I told you I was watching My Hero in the season 4. I can't remember her name, the character that she can
the one who upgrades everything and she's like really sexual with Deku.
Yeah, and there was a scene on there where they did show her naked, like, but you couldn't see anything pronounced because she had when she does it, she's naked afterwards. So
Toga, yes,
Toga. And so they showed her like naked, but it wasn't pronounced. Like, because I was like, did they just show her naked? But you don't see any,
because you don't melting off of her, and it's like the melted off skin is like covering everything.
Yeah. So they showed that. I mean, that was like that was fine.
Yeah. I think just because anime is becoming a little bit more mainstream now
is
why I think
now the parent groups have
are
picked
actually
on
paying
it.
attention. Yeah.
Because
before my parents never gave a fuck what I was watching. They never gave a fuck, and,
Yeah.
And then here goes, just some kind of cool stuff that are anime collabs with clothing brands. So I don't know if you're familiar with Uniqlo or if you have Uniqlo over by you, but they're just a clothing brand that does everything. Like all their clothing is 100% cotton and stuff like that. So they're doing one of One Piece and all the red-haired pirates. So this is the One Piece Red collaboration. All the shirts are only going to be $20. It's not bad.
Yeah.
$20 for a fully cotton t-shirt. Good quality. They definitely do hold up. You don't have to worry about them like fading over time, because I have one that's like 3 years old for the Jujutsu Kaisen, and it still looks fucking great. It's not a plug. We don't get paid, but yeah. Here goes another one, just like a navy blue one. Here goes a black one that you get of a fully geared up Luffy. Another different form of Luffy. They're kind of a little distorted right there. So here goes the front of the one with the red-haired pirates.
Yeah.
You know, you just got that front. One Piece film. It's kind of, you can't really make that out. Well, actually, you can make that out better on that screen than the laptop screen. So actually, that's great. And that's the last one. So yeah, it's just like 5 different shirts. So $20 each. They're gonna go up on October 27th. So make sure to, if you do want these, set your reminder, because dude, these shirts, they sell out fast, and there actually is a secondary market for them, believe it or not. So yeah, if you're into that. And then let's go ahead and go into gaming. I haven't really had time to play anything. What about you?
No, not really. Every now and then I jump in on Fortnite. That's pretty much it. Play for a little while and then jump out. That's pretty much it.
I don't have any news either, so sorry guys, no gaming stuff that I really want to report on. I did purchase something. I don't have it yet. I won't get it until the release of God of War Ragnarok, but the PS5 controller that I did show off, I think 2 weeks ago, it's like white and blue, and then it has the wolf and the bear going up with the rune symbol and a bunch of other shit. I did order that exclusive controller for the God of War 5. Yeah, God of War 5 video game, the God of War Ragnarok game. So I'm pretty pumped about that.
Yeah. It looks like a nice controller.
Yeah. Do you have PlayStation?
No, I only got the 4. I don't have the 5 yet.
Okay. No, but no, I was just wondering, so your PlayStation, are you gonna get Ragnarok or no? Do you play God of War?
Yeah, I've played it before. I just haven't kept up with it. I haven't played it in a long time. I think I stopped playing it in 3, maybe. God of War 3 or something.
I'm gonna send you the the 2018 one. I'm gonna send it to you.
All right.
I got you. I'm gonna send you. I'll set you up for your address and I'll send it to you by like the end of the week or so.
Okay, yeah, because I've heard about that and I just haven't had a chance to pick it up.
Yeah, it's a good game. I know actually, like if you have, what is it, the PlayStation whatever membership thing, it was on there for free. Like 2 months ago. Like it was like the game of the month or whatever.
Yeah.
That they do. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to TV and movies, since not really like a lot of gaming stuff. What have you been watching, TV and movie wise?
Ooh, I've been watching so much shit.
Just a couple things, man. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah. I've been watching Atlanta, the new season, final season of Atlanta. It's good, too, man. I love
just caught up on the 4 episodes. Dude, I didn't know that it was 4 episodes out. I thought it was only like 2 that I missed, but I watched all 4 episodes today with the wife.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What's the last one you watched? What was the last episode you watched?
Light skinned.
Oh yeah, with the aunt.
With the auntie? Yeah. Y'all hate on me because I'm light skinned.
And they were like,
shut the fuck up. They're like, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that one was hilarious because
I love how Cat Williams is the uncle. That's just funny.
Yeah. But
he's like, man, shut the fuck up.
But yeah, that one's wild. I like that one. Was the episode before that was the scavenger hunt one? Or it was before that one?
That was the second one. The second one, Blue Blood.
That one was wild.
Yeah,
he had him sitting in that room by himself for a week.
Or no, that was was that the first one?
No, I don't think it was, because the first one
that was the second. That was the second one.
The first one.
No, the first one was Blue Blood.
Was
because
it?
Because he was waiting in traffic first, and then he said, "Man, fuck this," and he pulled off to go to a food spot. And food is what started everything.
That's the one. The woman with the wheelchair, because they did a depiction of the
the real scene of the people looting the
That's what I was gonna
target
say,
and the
dude,
woman.
that's what really
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
A crazy old white lady with the
Yeah,
box cutter
she was
shot out there,
like-
but she slashed motherfuckers.
Yeah,
up,
she
though.
did. Yeah, because she
That's
was like, "Y'all are
wild.
not getting out of here with all
Yeah,
that stuff."
they're
But
like, and
she
Darius
was-
is like, "Ma'am, I'm exchanging this," and she's like, "I don't care." And she
Yeah.
fucking followed
that was
his
hilarious.
ass the whole episode.
Yeah, but yeah, that Atlanta's been really good. I really like that this season.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now I lost all my train of thought of what else I've been watching.
She-Hulk or no?
Yeah, She-Hulk. I've been keeping it up. I like it. It's enjoyable. You know, it's a good fun show to watch. You know, me and the wife like to watch it and stuff like that. So
It's decent. Me and Juan were talking about it. I feel like it could be funnier.
mhm.
If they wanted to, because it kind of advertises as a comedy, and it could be a
Yeah.
little bit more, but it's decent. I wouldn't say it's their best show, but it's a decent show. I think I had more fun with Miss Marvel.
Yeah, I did have a lot of
She-Hulk, to
fun
be
with that
honest.
one. Yeah, Miss
was-
Marvel, I liked it. I know a
It
lot of
was an
people hated on
underrated
that
show.
one, but I liked it. I enjoyed Miss Marvel a lot.
Definitely.
But that I called it on that dude when she talked to him at the wedding. I was like, that guy, something's up with that guy.
Okay, so I'm not trying to be gross by any means. How in the fuck did he get blood? Where did he get blood from?
I don't know.
That does not make any sense. What I'm thinking is like he went after a different form of bodily fluid to get the DNA that he needed. If you catch my drift and know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, yo, like, unless they explain it, that's how I'm going to take it. Because I'm like, he did not have any type of
Bio
that I
or
seen or anything. So I'm just like, what the fuck? How did he? I'm just like, all right, whatever. It is what it is, Like, I'm not gonna go too far into it, but I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think as far as I know, I've been watching a ton of other stuff. I just can't think of anything else right now. But
Question
there's
for
a
you, bro.
couple.
Did you watch Hocus Pocus 2 this weekend?
No, we were out of town, so we haven't had a chance to watch that one yet. Because I know the wife's a big fan of the first one, and I've seen it, and it's fine. It's enjoyable. It's not like my favorite. I didn't grow up on it, but everybody that likes it, and so we haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But
I got the original Hocus Pocus now playing behind me. But we watched the Hocus Pocus 2 last night as a family.
Yeah.
My daughter didn't want to partake, but yeah, the three of us did. And dude, it was good. I got to say that it was good. It was a nice second installment. I feel like it definitely progressed the story. Paid homage to the originals. Didn't change anything, and it's a perfect continuation. They explain shit further. They actually set up a lot of the past shit, which explains things in the first movie a little bit better. Kind of explains how the Sanderson sisters even got their powers. The chick from Ted Lasso, who's the owner? What's her name? Is it Rebecca? Rebecca? No.
I think it's Rebecca. I think her name is Rebecca. I think so. It's been a while, but yeah.
She's an older woman, but she's beautiful as hell.
Yeah.
She's in it.
Okay.
She's in it for a brief minute, and I'm just like, that's a treat. She's a gorgeous woman.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely. They could definitely go on to do a third movie if they wanted.
Okay, well that's good, man. Because it's a little worry when they do a movie from a long time ago and then they're like, we're gonna come out with part 2. Sort of like what else is coming out soon? Something else is a part 2. Oh,
there's a
Constantine.
Constantine. Yeah.
With Keanu, it's been a while and
it could be troublesome because it's like, that's on the watch list for us today. Glad to hear a positive review of the movie. Yes, Brina, I would definitely say you and Jason are gonna love it. I think you guys will. So I feel like it's easy for people to shit on things because why not?
Of course.
It's like it's always easy to shit on things and find negatives in things. And I always say this: I challenge you to find the positive and focus on the positive.
Yeah.
And the person who actually implemented that in my life is Jade, because it's like, bro, don't even give that shit like any energy. He's like, just
who
cares? He's like, it's easy to find negative. He was focused on the positive. And I was like, you know what? A smart dog. So that's what I try to do. I'm a lot happier that way.
Yeah, of course.
A lot happier that way. But yeah, fucking. I'm trying to think. What else did we watch? I know I've been watching a couple other horror movies because I said that I was going to be watching one horror movie a day in the month
Yeah,
of
that's what we need to
October.
get started on too. Some of
Yeah.
the horror movies.
Huge fan of the first one, but I've been hearing nothing but bad reviews. Really?
Oh,
Won't stop me from watching it and developing. Yes,
yep,
always develop your own opinion,
yep.
100%. Because me and the wife, we were talking, and she liked it a lot. She thought that it was good. She didn't have a problem with it because it's like, I guess the only time when people have a problem is like, oh, you ruined my childhood.
Yeah,
They don't do that. They give great respects and kudos. There was like a lot of funny parts. Not for spoilers. I mean, it's minor, but like there's like a face mask. Like those face mask things that you get out, or
yeah,
like
yeah.
your woman could get out and put it. So she's like, "Oh, baby faces, yum!" And then she's like, "Is blueberry flavor?" Dude, that had me, it's kind of stupid, but it had me chuckling. Like I thought
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
legit funny. And the one thing is like, damn, they're getting up there in age, but it's just a reminder that we're getting
Yeah.
so like that middle age now. It's like, you fuck, we're getting old.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's a sad thing, but when you get
Have
older,
you seen
What?
that TikTok thing that you should wash your rice before cooking it?
Uh-huh.
I just found those little bugs in
Oh.
the cup all over.
Guys,
See?
I don't know. Don't show
They're
me.
tiny.
Guys, if you don't know, you're supposed to wash your rice before. No, that is fucking gross. Get that out of my fucking face. That is gross. If you guys haven't watched a TikTok on why it's important to wash your rice, watch that fucking TikTok. Google it. There is fucking bugs. That's why you're supposed to sift and wash your rice. You will find bugs if you don't do it properly.
Yo, this says just add water.
That's gross as fuck. My wife told me. I was like, what's going on? I'm recording. Yeah, definitely it's important to sift your rice and wash it properly and thoroughly. That's gross as fuck. She just showed me a cup with a bunch of little fucking bugs crawling. That's gross. I would have had some bugs to eat right now. Let me see. Why is it not? Our view isn't changing, which is weird. Stop screen share. Let me try that one more time. Not sure what's going on right now, guys. Sorry. Let's try it again. This is a funny little meme that I made. I say focus on the positive, but I kind of like talking shit here a little bit just because I like to bust balls. So on October 21st, slight Black Adam spoilers here, but these are leaks that showed up. And people are kind of furious, saying that DC has stolen shit from Marvel, and that's why I did this. Marvel did it. So as you can see, a bunch of copies of Dr. Fate here, which we remember how there's a bunch of copies of Doctor Strange. And then we got the Deadpool Giant Man here. And then we got kind of the Tony Stark in the hood. And Dr. Fate in his helmet. So it's like, yeah, I can see that they're ripping it off a little bit, but
I mean,
I'm still gonna watch the movie. They
Yeah,
rip
I
off
mean,
of each other.
that's
I'm
what
sorry.
always has happened, even in the comics.
Yeah.
What was it was there was a DC character called Mr. Marvel, or
Yeah.
yeah,
That was
Marvel. It's
technically-
Shazam.
That's what I was gonna say. It's technically Shazam.
Yeah, and so there's always like a Dr. Fate is Doctor Strange, isn't it? And that the opposite.
Mhm.
They're the same, and
Exactly. Dr. Fate came
Submariner and
out.
Aquaman.
Submariner came out first, and Aquaman after. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they all
it's-
copy off it. They're gonna have
exactly.
it's gonna overlap a little bit.
Even with the indie comics, they look at the two of them and it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna copy that. I mean,
Yeah.
look at the what is it? The from Invincible. What is it? The Guardians of the Globe.
Yeah,
First of all, that's a play on Galaxy of the Guardians.
Yeah.
And second off, that's a ripoff of Justice League and Avengers. So
yeah.
here goes a screenshot at like a 3D not completely animated, but like CGI of Godzilla. And I think this comes out next year in 2023. It's Godzilla versus Gigan. and this is the new take interpretation of Gigan. So far, I've only seen this come up on a Japanese site where I get some of my kaiju information. Kaiju outlet or kaiju news outlet. I can't remember exactly. It's on Twitter. So these were stills that were shown off for a trailer that will be coming out later on this year, if not beginning of next year. But this film will be coming out next year, and they said that it was kind of going to be in line with the Shin Godzilla movies.
Okay.
Which I'm like, really? Okay, I guess. The full cast of the Avatar live action film has been shown off, and dude, it's so much to go over everybody, but it's just like it's awesome. This is for that Netflix live action, and I'm just like, I'm totally fine with it. And here goes our man Paul, aka Appa, as Uncle Iroh. So I'm super juiced about that. We got our Zuko, our Katara, our Sokka, our Aang, Avatar Roku, Avatar Kyoshi, the different warriors. You know, we got. I'm just like, holy shit! I cannot wait, dude. Like, this cast looks solid as fuck.
So is this a continuation of the one that they already did, or
no? It's just going to be a live action telling.
Oh, it's going to be a live action.
Yeah. So we already got a live action telling, the M. Night Shyamalan version, which was trash.
I've heard that. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I've never.
Kind of the reason why I never watched it, because a lot of people really did not like it.
I hear that this is going to be really good. I'm going to go over it and post all of it on the TGOS Instagram. If you want to get a more in depth and all that other stuff, because I'm not going to go over every character, but I'm just like, dude, I'm for it. I love Avatar. Avatar is one of my favorite animated series ever. Me and the kids watched it. I watched it when I was younger with my brothers. I watched it again with the kids like a couple of years ago. I watch it like every couple of years to completion, from like season 1, episode 1 to like wherever it ends. I think it's like season 3, season 4.
Yeah.
Then we got some new solicitations of what people are going to be looking like for Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. And the nice thing about this is going to be 100% American film, and it's not going to be using recycled Sentai at all. So it's going to be 100% original footage. So here goes for the Green Ranger and the Gold Ranger. So this is kind of crazy looking, almost like a Mega Man Blaster type of thing.
Yeah. So is this a live action movie? Another movie?
No, so it's actually a continuation of the Dino Fury. The Dino Fury leads into the Cosmic Fury. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I heard Jade tell me that Zach and Billy are coming back to be part of the cast as well. So OG Black Ranger and OG Blue Ranger, they're coming back, baby. That's kind of cool. Here goes rumors, so take it with a grain of salt. But scoop, She-Hulk Attorney at Law will end with the leader getting Jen's blood. Will be one of his underlings. So it might be the character that we
wasn't that what
this
we saw?
Week's episode. Yeah, this will be the basis of #Hulks in the MCU, who will be made through Jen's blood. Captain America New World Order will introduce these other new Hulks made by the leader. That is interesting, because there was leaks and rumors that New World Order was going to have Hulks, or a Hulk, or some type of something to do with the Hulk. So I was like, because I was like, how's it going to happen if he's off-world?
Yeah.
Duh, Jen. The Witcher, they announced that their prequel season, so this is going to lead into the Henry Cavill season 3 episode, but this is actually telling of like the very first Witcher's Blood Origin. So this is coming out this year, December 25th? 25th. Because I think the Cavill season, I think they need a little bit more time, if I'm not mistaken. So that's probably going to be coming out 2023. And then we got a trailer for some great stuff over here. Hellraiser, the Hulu original. Which I gotta say kudos to Hulu, bro. They had Prey last month.
It's really nice.
Month and a half ago.
You can hold
and
it.
Now they're having this.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
What is it? It's a puzzle.
It's a puzzle box full.
And it's almost finished.
Can you solve the Rubik's Cube?
Keep going. So if I solve
I
it,
personally would not play with this, dude.
Hell
do
no.
I get a prize? I do.
And then also, have you seen that meme? Like, two different boxes. Like, one's the
Yeah.
like, two different boxes, two different consequences. From Clive Barker.
It has 6 sides, 6 configurations. It opens up
6-6.
and it cuts you.
Oh, shit.
And then they come to collect.
Of course. Hell no.
It's time. Greater delights.
That kind of gave me
await.
chills, dude. I was like, ooh.
We wish to
Spooky.
see you proceed. Feed it. Their blood.
Yeah, it looks
Their
great to
pain.
me.
All for us.
The nil pinhead.
What is it you pray for?
Nope. Nope. The Hell Priestess, since it isn't a priest any longer.
Does that come out the end of this week or?
Next month. No, Friday. Comes out Friday. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the end of Friday.
Extra
yeah.
protein, gross. The bugs. Extra protein, yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that looks good though. I'm hyped for that one.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I'm
I
ready
can't
for
wait.
that.
Yeah, it comes out Friday. I was telling my wife, I was like, we gotta watch that. I don't think that she watched that movie until we were together. It's not one that she grew up on.
The Hellraiser, the first one.
Yeah, she's lucky. She's lucky.
The same
'Cause I
with my
definitely-
wife, because I think she watched it maybe the first time last Halloween. This is one of the movies we watched.
Yeah.
Because I saw it a couple of times when I was little, and then I remember it, but not kind of vaguely, not everything. But yeah, it's still pretty scary. It's a little dated, but it's scary. I mean, it's disturbing.
First movie, actually, I didn't even see. So I watched the second movie first, then I watched the first movie. I didn't know. And the second one is scarier and more gruesome and more gore than the first one, I feel like. So it kind of fucked me up. I think I watched that movie like when I was like 8 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But all right, man, that's it. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for holding it down.
Yeah, man.
Shout
Thanks
out
for
to
having
Keith.
me.
I know that Keith had to go. Follow him at Ordering Toys on Instagram. Matt couldn't be here. Follow him at Major_reaction_IG on Instagram, and JRU Toys on Instagram. Christian Ghost09 on Instagram.
Yeah.
Where else can they keep up with you at?
That's pretty much it, man. Just Instagram. Just holler at me there. If you have any questions or just want to talk about whatever, just hit me up.
Definitely. All right, brother.
All right, man.
It. And I'm your host, Gil, Black Hole Comics, all social media. Until next time, make sure to stay geeked up and geek out. Later.
Later, y'all.